Hey guys! Oh my goodness, I am super excited about today's topic. So first though, let me tell you a little story. When I first started my business, I had a newborn baby and was broke as a joke. Like legitimately so broke that, you know, like my income, what little I made back then was solely so that we could afford to buy groceries. Like we were broke. My husband's income did not cover our expenses. We had a huge house payment at the time, and nonetheless, I was broke. So investing in my business was not something I could have done then at the level and the rate I was at. So it was something I didn't do, basically. But I will also say that during that period of my business, from about 2010 to 2014, my business did not grow at all. Like I honestly stayed in this cycle of client to client to client to client, and I was like never growing or going anywhere and never making any more money. And then in 2015, I started investing in my business in different ways, between like systems and people and coaching and all of these things, and dramatically saw a difference in the growth trajectory of my business. So I just want to say, like, while I'm talking about this, I have been the person who could not afford to invest in my business. But I also want to encourage you to think outside the box when it comes to that. And I'm going to give you a few examples as we go along. So today I want to talk about investing in your business and why it's important. I'm going to talk about a few different things. And like I say, I'm going to kind of give you some tips if you're not quite to the point where you can invest yet. So that's what we're talking about today. So you may or may not know that I just went to this amazing conference hosted by Tim Schmoyer, and it also had Daryl Eves and Jeremy Vest, amazing YouTube and video teacher. And one of the reasons I went to this was to really learn YouTube and figure it out and do things better. Basically, that was what I went for. I really wanted to learn and do. This wasn't a huge networking event for me, as most of the events I've went to in the past have been, because these people were not all like business to business YouTubers. There were a lot of vloggers and family channels and gaming channels and cooking channels and all of this. So they weren't B2B, which is not my normal kind of scene for networking. But you know what? One of the best conferences I've ever been to. Literally one of the best. I learned so freaking much. And that's kind of what spurred this topic. So again, I started investing in my business slowly in like 2014. And it first started with systems that made my life easier, like Zapier and ConvertKit and things like that. But then it quickly grew to people and my team and these events. And a lot of times if you're just kind of starting or in the beginning phases, you'll see people like, oh, they're going to this event this weekend and this event next weekend, and they're speaking here and they're going there and all of this. And it seems really intimidating because you're like, I can't afford that stuff. Like I cannot afford to go to these things. But I can promise you without a shadow of a doubt that they're all, every single last one of them, worth your money. So a lot of times events can be thousands and thousands of dollars. And I will say I've invested probably well over $15,000 in the last year just to go to events. And the reason is because I see from every single one of them how my business grows. Whether it's the people I networked with and being able to collaborate and find new connections, or whether it's the knowledge that I learned that I was able to take back and better my business with. Like either way, they're so worth it. Now, there's other ways to invest in your business. There's, you know, systems and your team and whatever else. I just want to encourage you to take some leaps of faith every once in a while and go ahead and invest. Like I said, it can be really scary and it can be something that like intimidates the crap out of you, right? but it can also be really, really beneficial. And I'm not saying to like go in debt or anything like that. So if you can't afford to spend a couple $1,000s to go to a conference, or even spend $30 a month on a system that'll make your life better, my advice to you is figure out how you can. If someone would have told me back in those like beginning web design days when I was kind of struggling for money and couldn't, you know, was working client to client, that by investing a little bit, I could have gotten more clients, or I could have ran my business more efficiently so I had room for more, you know, marketing or whatever, I would have kissed them, probably. I just didn't know back then what I could have done. So I could have easily, every time a client paid me, taken $5 and put it back. And that way I knew, you know, at the end of the month, I could purchase something for my business. I could have also easily gotten more clients and made more room in my schedule by working more efficiently. And you know what else I could have done? I could have freaking charged more, and I should have. And if I would have charged more, I would have been able to afford more, and I would have been able to drive my business further, quicker than I was able to. So there's all of these caveats around everything and all of this stuff that goes into making these decisions. But I guess this is basically just a pep talk that if you're wondering why your business isn't growing, or you're wondering why you're just kind of stuck at a standstill, my biggest advice to you would be to invest money to make money. And that doesn't have to be thousands of dollars. That doesn't have to be $10,000 on this coaching program that all the people are in or whatever. It can literally just be, you know, a $20 per month system that's gonna make your business run better. So if you're struggling and you wanna know why your business isn't running better / growing as quickly as you think it might should, that's like a Southern thing, sorry. As you might think it should be doing or whatever, then maybe just try investing in things that make sense and will benefit you in the long run. So investing in stock photos, investing in, you know, things from Creative Market, investing in all of this, that might help you. But think about the things that are going to really help you either save time, network, or build connections, and those are what you really need to be investing in if you can possibly help it. So a course or a group program where you really want the instructor to notice you and possibly collaborate with you in the future. An event, even a local event where people are your people. They're the people who would want to buy your thing. Go and show off a little. Buy the ticket, go show off, be the person who people love when they leave. And systems that just make your life better. Just don't be afraid to invest in your business. Main message of today, don't be afraid to invest in your business. And here are some fun little scenes from my trip to Tim, Daryl, and Jeremy's event in Cincinnati, Ohio. Enjoy.